Back in episode 5, the trainer ran our whole fine tune on a single device, one GPU, full precision, and it just worked. But it works and it's fast are different sentences. The moment your dataset grows or your model gets heavier, that one device starts to crawl, and the obvious move, rewriting the loop for multi-GPU, juggling devices and gradients by hand, is exactly the kind of code nobody wants to maintain. So today we don't rewrite anything. We wrap that exact same loop with one tiny library called Accelerate, and we watch it scale across precisions and across GPUs without touching the logic. Same training step, 4 times the throughput. Here's the promise up front. You write one training loop, a normal PyTorch loop, the kind you'd write on a single GPU. Accelerate takes that loop and stretches it. Half precision, 2 GPUs, 4 GPUs, 8, and your code stays the same. You don't fork it, you don't add a multi-GPU version. One file, many machines. First lever, mixed precision. By default, your model does math in FP32, 32 bits per number, careful and exact. But for most of a forward and backward pass, you simply don't need all those bits. Switch to FP16, 16 bits, and every number is half the size. Half the memory moved, faster tensor cores, and on modern GPUs that alone can take you from 120 samples a second to over 200 for free. The fear with FP16 is the small numbers. 16 bits can't represent a gradient that's gotten tiny. It rounds to 0, the update vanishes, and training quietly stalls. Accelerate's answer is loss scaling. Multiply the loss up before the backward pass, so the gradients land in a range FP16 can hold, then divide them back down before the optimizer step. You get the speed of half precision with the stability of full precision, and you never write that bookkeeping yourself. Second lever, more GPUs. The idea is data parallelism. Put a full copy of the model on each GPU, hand each one a different slice of the batch, and let them all compute in parallel. 2 GPUs chew through 2 slices at once, 4 GPUs 4 slices, the work splits, the wall clock time shrinks. But 4 copies of the model would drift apart if you left them alone, each one learning from its own slice. So after every backward pass, the GPUs talk, they average their gradients together and all reduce. So every copy takes the same step, they learn in lockstep. One logical model, 4 physical workers perfectly in sync, and Accelerate handles that conversation for you. This is why the scaling looks almost like a straight line. 2 GPUs give you roughly double the throughput, 4 give you roughly quadruple. Not perfectly, because that gradient sync costs a little, but close. The gap between the ideal line and the real bars is the communication tax, and on a well-connected machine it's small. Near linear is the goal, and near linear is what we get. And the part that makes all of this worth it, the changes to your code are tiny. You create an accelerator, you hand it your model, optimizer and data loader once, you swap one line. Instead of calling backward yourself, you let the accelerator do it. That's the whole diff. The same file that ran on 1 GPU in FP32 now runs on 4 in FP16, and you launch it with one command. Let's look at the file. It's one script, 17accelerate.py, and it comes in 3 short pages: the setup and the accelerator, the wrapped training loop itself, and a throughput benchmark that prints the numbers and the speedups. Page 1 is setup. We import accelerator from Accelerate, load a small classification model and tokenizer, and build a data loader over a tokenized dataset. Nothing here is new, it's the same ingredients from the fine-tuning episodes. The one new line is accelerator, mixed precision FP16. That single argument is the FP16 lever. We asked for half precision, and Accelerate will set up the loss scaling behind the scenes. Page 2 is the loop, and this is the whole point of the episode. Look how ordinary it is. We call accelerator, prepare once on the model, optimizer and data loader. That's where accelerate moves things onto the right devices and wires up the multi-GPU plumbing. Then it's a plain training loop, pull a batch, run the forward pass, get the loss. The only line that changed from vanilla PyTorch is accelerator.backward loss. Instead of loss, backward. That's the hook that does loss scaling and gradient all reduce for you. Everything else you've already written before. Page 3 measures it. We time how many samples per second the loop processes, then print one row per configuration. One GPU in FP32 as the baseline, then FP16, then 2 and 4 GPUs, and a speed up factor next to each. You don't run this 4 times by hand. The same script launched with a different device count fills in each row. The numbers it prints are the bars you are about to see. And there it is, the chart that pays off the whole episode, 120 samples a second on one GPU in full precision. 210 when we flip to FP16, almost double for one keyword. 390 on 2 GPUs, 720 on 4, and the dashed line shows how close that is to perfect scaling. One loop, one wrapper, 6 times the throughput from where we started. The model is trained, tuned, and fast. Now it's time to put it where others can use it. The hub.